Welcome back to 2230, your go-to channel for insightful discussions on the latest news and happenings in the Asian region. Today, we've got a fascinating topic that's been making headlines in Singapore: the unprecedented population growth in the Lion City. In case you missed it, Singapore's population has surged to a record 5.92 million in 2023, marking a remarkable 5% growth compared to the previous year. This not only compensates for the population decreases during the COVID-19 pandemic but also surpasses the pre-pandemic figure of 5.7 million. It's a significant milestone. Now, let's break down these numbers and dive deeper into what this means for Singapore's future. Out of the 5.92 million people in Singapore, a substantial 4.15 million are residents, while the remaining 1.77 million fall under the non-resident category, including foreign workers, their dependents, and international students. What's even more interesting is that 3.61 million, or 61%, are Singaporean citizens, with permanent residence, PRS, totaling 538,600. So, why this sudden growth? One key reason is the relaxation of COVID-19 travel restrictions, which encouraged many overseas citizens and PRS to return home. This influx isn't limited to any particular sector. Industries like construction, marine shipyards, and processing have all seen significant growth. To put this in perspective, let's look at the last few years. In 2021, the population dipped to 5.45 million due to international border closures. It made a mild recovery in 2022, reaching 5.64 million, and now in 2023, it stands at a record 5.92 million. When we compare this to the period from 2013 to 2018, Singapore's compound annual population growth rate was 0.9%, which slightly increased to 1% from 2018 to 2023. But it's not just numbers, there are some crucial societal shifts happening as well. Singapore is seeing an increase in its citizen population aged 65 and above, a trend that's accelerating. Currently, 61% of citizens are aged 20 to 64 years, down from 64.9% in 2013. Meanwhile, citizens aged 65 and above have increased from 11.7% in 2013 to 19.1% in 2023. By 2030, it's projected that 1 in 4 citizens will be aged 65 and above. Now, let's talk about a heartwarming statistic: citizen marriages. In 2022, Singapore witnessed a surge in citizen marriages, with 24,767 unions, a 5.7% increase from the previous year. This growth is attributed to couples resuming their marriage plans delayed by the pandemic. But when we look at the long-term trend, there's more to the story. The average annual number of citizen marriages over the last 5 years is 22,700, slightly lower than the previous 5-year average. Plus, the median age at which citizens tie the knot has risen. In 2022, first-time grooms marry at 30.5, and brides at 28.8, compared to 30.1 and 27.7 in 2012. Adding complexity, 33% of citizen marriages in 2022 comprised transnational couples, up from 29% in 2021, but still below pre-pandemic levels in 2019. And while marriages have seen an uptick, citizen birth rates tell a different story. In 2022, Singapore recorded 30,429 citizen births, a decline from 31,713 in 2021. The recent 5-year average for births is 31,800, which is also slightly lower than the previous 5-year average of 32,700. The most concerning statistic here is the resident total fertility rate, TFR, which hit a historic low of 1.04 in 2022. This decline has cultural ties, particularly with the Year of the Tiger in the lunar calendar, which traditionally sees lower birth rates in the Chinese community. But don't worry, Singapore has a strategic plan to tackle these challenges. The government is using immigration policies to counter the effects of an aging population and decreasing birth rates. By regulating PR and new citizen intake, they aim to maintain a balanced demographic. According to official sources, in 2022, 23,082 individuals gained citizenship, and 34,493 were awarded PR status. These numbers are slightly higher than 2019 levels, mainly due to backlogs caused by the pandemic. Notably, about 5.5% of new Singaporean citizens in 2022 were citizens by descent, children born abroad to Singaporean parents. So, what do you think about Singapore's population growth and the demographic changes it's experiencing? Do you agree with the government's immigration policies to address these challenges? Leave your thoughts, comments, and questions below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to 2230 for more engaging discussions on Asian news and politics. Your input makes this channel thrive, and we appreciate your support. Thank you for joining us today, and stay tuned for more insightful content.